All right, gents, welcome back. Got another episode here, episode 50. We're getting up there. Marcus, you've been on for what, 4 months now? It's kind of seems like it's flown by, if I remember correctly. So today, we're going to keep it short, simple, really have one topic to talk through. And it's all about golf. All about the mental side of golf, all about the not mental like the swing. We've talked through all that. Mental as in like the camaraderie building. I like to call it the trauma bond, the sport that we all get so pissed off at because we can't hit a ball, but for some reason decide to go back week after week. How it is with the ability for us to just make friends. So Jason and I kind of joked about that, like I think 2 podcasts ago, our last one. I was like, you go and you play with a random, you become friends with them and you talk because you're in a cart. Just talking through why golf is like that mental cleanse sometimes, even though we hate the game because we shank it over and over and over. You know, Colin, just to start us off, Colin and I, we joke. We do this workout 2 days a week and we play golf, and we have a shank counter in our heads now because one of us has shanked the ball every round.
It's the game. It is the game.
We are, I think we're 7 days without a shank, and that's because we didn't work out on Thursday.
Oh, okay. So the counters reset.
The counter reset on Wednesday after our Tuesday session, and we're coming up on day 7. So, but no, that's so that's all we're going to talk about today. Just the mental side, why it is just a camaraderie thing, why us guys like to go do it.
Yeah, I think you've got something there with the trauma bond, especially when you're playing with. We'll first start off with like the random person, right? Because there's usually, if you go out there and you just want to go out there and play, you usually get paired up with a random, and you're playing, you hit a bad shot, and you kind of trauma bond over it just because the other guy's like, been there before. Still working through the shanks, and it's nice when they just kind of let you be and just kind of talking through it instead of trying to help you with the swing, because that kind of gets annoying. But when you find that good random partner of just like, it's like, you'll get the next one, or not giving I guess tips or unsolicited advice, but more of just being a buddy there while you're going through your struggles.
Yeah, and it's funny because I feel like it's the evolution of a friendship as it relates to golf is a weird, like, it's just a journey, right? Like you play, and maybe you know the person before you play, maybe you don't, but you play and you have a bad shot and the other person really doesn't say anything because they don't know you well enough. I mean, maybe they do know you, but they don't know you in golf. So they just don't say anything. And then you evolve into this like, well, I think you're doing this, where it's like the advice stage. But then like the pinnacle of golf friendship is when you get to a spot that it's unspoken. Like you hit a bad shot. I don't have to think, does he want me to offer advice? Does he not want me to offer advice? Do I just need to let him ride this out? It's just one of those, like, it's funny. You get in this phase, like Colin and I will, now we've played with each other so many times. There are times that we'll play an entire hole without saying a single word because one of us is not hitting it well. And we just know like the other one doesn't want to hear it right now. And even if it, like Colin being a coach, like he knows me well enough that if he says something at that moment, I'm not going to receive it anyways. So he's just like, we're just going to ride in silence and he's going to tell me when he's ready to talk.
Yeah, that's when you know you have a good friendship is when you can be quiet with the other person. I think that's when you figured it out a little bit.
Yeah, it's, I don't know. And it's just weird because you start to like decide. I think we've talked about this a little bit on this podcast. I can't remember if it was with you, Marcus. I know you and I have talked about it though. Like there's some people that like you play well with And some people that like, mentally, you're like, oh, I really don't want to go play that round. Like, you get that invite from a guy and you're like, I'm going to say yes because I have to because we're friends, but I really don't want to go play because it's just a negative, like, it's just a negative environment, toxic, like whether they're trying to put you down constantly or it's just that constant trash talk kind of guy. Like, it's just like, it's not a fun round. Then you start to pick and choose, like, yeah, I want to go here. I don't want to go there. Or you have the whole, like, we just play and then I'm immediately getting in my truck and leaving. There's no post round drink after this.
I don't know if you saw my chat box. Miles is screaming his head off, so I'm waiting until it calms down.
Yeah. Well, Miles is just trying to get his words in because
he's definitely getting something in.
Yeah.
He's like, if I can say he's cursing, he's cursing.
It's funny.
Yeah, he's speaking in cursive over there.
Gosh, he hates getting his hair washed, so he's just like going ballistic. But I think they're done. Oh man. So yeah, the rando guy. I mean, I know Alex and I have talked about it for a few episodes ago. I've played so many years by myself, so I've always been used to the random guy. But I always appreciate the one that's just, let's have small talk. I don't like dead silence, but the small talk, because you do build a little bit of rapport. I mean, you guys are all in the grind. You're 4 hours, 5 hours, whatever it is on the course, but you get to know them a little bit more. And we've all been through this. We've all started at golf at some level. We're all at a particular level, so they can empathize with everything that we're going through.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, when you get those chippers that just like, oh, your backswing, or oh, maybe you should try doing this. Yeah, that's when I don't appreciate it. Like, let's just have a good time. Like, unless you're Tiger Woods or Rory or someone giving me advice, don't talk.
So why is it such a good time though? I guess that's the bread and potatoes or meat and potatoes of this conversation. Like, we're all terrible at this to some extent. Like, we're all going to shank balls. We're all going to play poorly. We're going to lose balls. Like, we played that PGA, right? And like, I was losing balls because I was taking lines that I shouldn't take and this and that because it's a scramble. So like, why do we come back week after week to play this game when it is a financial and a mental burn every single time?
I would now that I've done hunting here for a little while, I could say, a year and a half. It's kind of the same, a little bit of the same concept, just because you're out and you're kind of getting away from it a little bit. You got some peace and quiet, so you're kind of thinking, you're in your head a little bit, you're enjoying kind of that nature view. But then at the same time, you're also, I mean, I guess if you're in a deer blind or maybe even a dove hunt, you could probably be a little bit louder. So I guess golfing is kind of a little bit closer to a dove hunt, at least for me, because I like music and, just having a good time and cutting up and this and that. And it really doesn't matter as long as the other person is good company to me. I may go through all my shells and not hit a bird, and similar to losing balls left and right, but I kind of just enjoy being out there and I don't know, I don't say get away for a little bit, but you kind of get into like a different mindset as opposed to doing kind of other hobbies. But it is a interesting conundrum of just like, I'm so bad at this, but I really want to go back.
Yeah, it is. And I think you find the people that you like make you want to go play, right? Like, yeah, I think it's very safe to say, I play some of my best golf with you too. And I don't understand it. Marcus, I've said that with you for a long time. And even this last round at PGA, like I had to shake off some rust, but I think from holes like 7 through 18, like I played my typical style golf. And I've always played well with Jason for the most part. I think it's one of those two, like when you get those friendships that like you're so extremely vulnerable with, like the fact that we come on here and talk weekly about everything going on, or just like but you start to realize how it emulates life to some extent. Like the guys that you know support you through your life adventures, not just golf, are generally the ones that you play some of your best golf with. Because I think those walls just come down and you're just swinging kind of freely because it's a no judgment zone.
Yeah, I mean, both of you guys kind of hit two great points. For me, I guess I would say most of my golf journey was after my divorce. So I was just by myself, went out, played, and it was just my escape to get away, to kind of just, I don't want to say meditate because you're not really meditating, but you're just in a different place. You're kind of blocking out everything else and just kind of focusing on just being out there and enjoying it. And hopefully it's always good company. You never know. But again, just having that escape is always, I think, a good, especially now they always talk about a good health habit to try to just release, let yourself go. Doesn't matter how you shoot, just go out there and just kind of put yourself back together in some respect. But then, yeah, you're right about just being with your buddies. You're not really tracking for score. You're more relaxed and you swing more free. I mean, I definitely feel it. Like, I mean, there's always going to be caveats to what happens performance wise, but overall, mentally, you feel more relaxed. You're not pressured for anything, and you're just happy to be there and being there with the guys that you want to play with, like you've already stated, instead of just, I just want to go out just to go out versus, yeah, I want to go out because I'm going to play with some of my friends and have a good time.
Yeah. And I think some of that, the guys you want to play with just comes down to that, like that trust level. I think when you all suffer to play around and you suffer around a course, that's where that trauma bond comes in of you kind of know, okay, we've been through it. We can trust each other. And it sounds stupid, but I think there's something to that. Like you just start to trust certain people more than others when you're playing.
Yeah, I don't offer any advice when I play. Even the tips and stuff that I've learned within the last year or two, I don't give tips unless someone asks because I'm not there to receive tips. If you're frustrated and, so you want to keep quiet and just enjoy it. But that's kind of how I am.
Yeah. And I think it's safe to say that's exactly how I am. I don't ever tell anyone anything unless they specifically ask me a question. And we've talked about it. Like even when I played the Sunday after, and we really didn't recap this, other than I just played well, but it's just, that's the round that I sent y'all a picture of my back nine.
Mm-hmm.
And, I sent y'all that picture, but I was one guy, I think it was a par 3, might have said, hey, like what club or what'd you hit there? And I just said, I played like a little punchy, blah, blah, blah shot. Just soft, nice, soft controlled. And the guy was like, well, what club is that for you? And I was like, it's not really that because it wasn't a full club. It was like a punch. And he was like, well, what club is it? I was like, 6-iron. And he was like, okay. So then he goes and uses a 6-iron and it comes up. I can't remember. I think he came up short. And one of the other guys was like, dude, like just because his clubs go aren't the same. Like, I bet if, and this was the funny part though, he goes, I bet if he swung your club, like it would be different. So anyways, he was like, well, here, swing my club. So I swung his club and put it like right next to the pin. Mine actually flew the green on the backside of the pin. So he was like, see, like he hit the exact same line. One was shorter than the other. So clubs are different clubs. But it was just one of those, like, I don't tell people, and I think part of, for me, like, it's been tough to find like a group that I'm really comfortable with because I have my friends that I've gotten better than, like we all used to be roughly the same. And then I really committed time to golf and got better. So they're like, they just dog me constantly for being whatever handicap. And if I don't shoot that handicap on that day, they're like, oh yeah, vanity cap, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay. I mean, you're not wrong. I shot terribly. But then I have like my other buddies like y'all that you're happy if I shoot well and you're not making fun of me. Or I have guys like Colin who we're just competitive because we're the same caliber player. So it's like, it's hard to like pick who I want to play with because I had to be in the right mindset for 2 out of 3 of those. Like,
I'll be honest,
like, I don't have to be in the right mindset.
Forget what your handicap is. I'll be honest with you.
Good. I'm glad.
I was like, oh, I'm gonna go play with Alex. It's like, yeah.
Well, it's funny. So
I know he's better than me. I just accept it.
Yeah, it's like I don't care.
Well, and that's funny because like there's some people that your guard is immediately down with. So like we played 2 Sundays ago for my buddy's birthday, and one of his friends, I don't know other than the fact that we played golf 2 times. We went to Florida and played at our buddy's wedding last year, and his birthday was during that weekend, so we ended up playing. And then we played together this past week or 2 weeks ago, and both times I've shot, I think, sub 75. So he doesn't know any different than that, and he is just like the most encouraging, low key, like down to earth guy. Like he's just a hang, and it puts you in a mindset like you just don't care. Like there was one, and this was on the back 9. I think at this point this was before I had the back-to-back birdies, the drivable par 4. So I think I was 1 over at the time, and we get to a drivable par 4, and it's a 290 carry on the creek. And I'm like, if this goes in the creek, like I'm really going to tank a round that I could potentially score really well in. But he's like, dude, like I trust it. I saw you drive on the range. Like just trust your driver, do it. Like it's going to be great. And I bombed my driver, probably carried it, if I had to guess, 305, because I carried onto the green. And the green's like another 15 yards past where the creek was. So it was probably a 305 to 310 carry, ball sap, but it was just a penetrating, nice little cut. And he's just yelling and hooting and hollering and like screaming, like cheering. And I was like, and then the next hole, kind of the same thing, another drivable par 4. And I hit a nice baby draw, hits the green, rolls 20 feet. I birdied both those holes. And that's what really kind of started that train for me that I sent y'all a picture of. I think I sent you a picture right after that second birdie in a row. And, but it's like, it's funny how that's someone that I only built a relationship of trust with on a golf course, and I would play with him any day of the week. Like he is just a fun hang guy. Like I know we're just gonna have a good time. It doesn't matter how good we play.
Yeah, that's kind of like Dawn. Like he's just out there to have a good time. So we go out. We've only been out a couple times for the scrambles, and again, mindset's a little different with the scramble. But I don't care. Like he's just fun to be around, and we just go out and have a blast. Music's going, and just playing golf. Just buddies just driving around, having their beers, and then just enjoying the time together.
Yeah, I will say that when you get real comfortable, I know we're talking about no advice, but when you get comfortable with a certain group, it's like they know when to give advice. Like the one advice that I've taken with me was when I think we were doing that Texas Rangers golf course, and you had told me, you're like, if you see the bottom of the cup, just hit it right at it. And every time I see the bottom of the cup, I aim right at it. And I'll be honest, I'm like maybe like 99% on all those putts that I see, which is like, has been a game changer for me, which, now like if I'm playing in a scramble or just out and about and some dude's just kind of hanging over and just kind of looking, I was like, you see the bottom of the cup, just hit it. And I just walk off, and then they hit it and it goes in. That's like the only thing I'll say. Like, you see it, just hit it. Like, don't think about it, just do it. And that's been a real fun takeaway right there.
I mean, honestly, if you could see it, you're close enough that you hit it hard enough, you're going to take pretty much all that breakout, unless you're playing something.
Yeah, you got to be playing some really weird.
And that's why, like, I see those guys just kind of like looking over like a 5-footer, which about 5 feet, you can see the bottom. Like you can see just the kind of just the barely the bottom of it. I was like, man, just hit it. Don't even worry about it.
Unless it's got Poana or something else in the way, then you might want to consider.
You gotta cut the cup that's cut all weird. No, you're not wrong. It's. I think golf is the best when you're just playing and supporting each other and not dealing with that. I don't know, that fight. And it's like some of my favorite rounds are the hardest rounds that we've played too, like either weather wise, like just heat, exhaustion, or like I remember
freezing.
I played a round right before this was, I guess 2021, February of 21, right before that freeze came through and like shut down half the Metroplex for 5 or 6 days. And my in-laws ended up staying at our house for a few of those days because their power was off and ours wasn't. And I remember my buddy and I played literally the day before, and like mid-round, that front started coming in. Like the weather dropped 20, 30 degrees on us. But I can remember vividly what hole we were on. It's like, it just like becomes that bond of, you know, who you're with, like where were you on 9/11 type thing. Like, you know who you're with, you know what you're doing. You just kind of remember everything from those rounds. But then I'll play work rounds where I fucking hated it. And it was like, I have to talk to people I don't really care to talk to. And I couldn't tell you what I shot. I couldn't even tell you what someone will walk up to me like, oh, remember the time we played that course? I'm like, nope. Don't remember. And it's not because I was drinking.
Yeah. No, you're right. Like some of those things that happen, like I've been outside where the temperature's dropped, but we've also been at practice where it looks great. It's okay. It's fine. And then by like hole 4, a storm comes in and just blasts us, and we're racing to get cover because it is just insane. And that was a couple of years ago, and we still talk about it today. Just, oh my gosh, we're all hunkered by the tree. Like, you remember when Coach was in the cart racing back and forth to the clubhouse, getting everybody in, and we just, like, literally, it looks like everybody's jumped in a pool and got out. And there was nothing we can do. Like, it was that bad. And it came in an instant. But we know it was El Dorado at hole 6. Like, that is, we know that is like something that it's ingrained in our brains forever.
Yeah, it's, again, just goes back to that trauma bond. And then, like, when you get old enough that you can have a drink afterwards, like, we talked about this when we were all sitting there. Marcus and I kind of did, and you and Andrew kind of rolled in.
I didn't know what you were talking about.
Like, there's very few beers that are not, like, if you rank a beer, a post golf round beer to me is at the top. Like, you kick back, you just got done playing, especially on a hot, warm day. Like, you kick back, you're done sweating. Now you're just having a beer. Y'all are talking about the round, doing whatever. Like, there's very few that beat that. Marcus brought up a good one. A pre-vacation airport beer or drink is a great one too. I'll give him that. Like a little mimosa in the Admiral's Lounge while you're waiting for your plane to go off. I'm for that.
Or, you know, Tito's, Club Soda, and a lime in first class. You know, whatever your vice is. You know.
So what's that like in Admiral's Lounge or first class?
I mean, I haven't gotten kicked out yet, so I feel like we're pretty tame.
I can only peek in there and be like, oh, there it is. Oh, there it is.
But there's something to it. Like, there's nothing better than that post round. And the funny thing is, we may or may not talk about anything. My wife will get on to me so much because if she knows I'm riding with someone that I haven't seen for a while, like, how's the kids? How's the wife? I don't know.
Yeah.
We talked about nothing.
I don't even remember what we talked about after the round.
No, we talked about nothing about
beers. We talked about beers. Like, what's the best beer?
Yeah. Did y'all have any conversation about it? Beer? I'll recap you on what we think is the best lineup of post-event beers.
Yeah. There's
post lawn beer, garage beer, post lawn beer, pre-golf.
Yeah.
No, it's funny because you don't talk about anything of value 99% of the time.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you just go out and just shoot the shit. Literally, you blank on everything.
Yeah. I think I was going to go on vacation, or I was going on vacation the next couple days too. So
Yeah,
yeah, I
you
was
were. Yeah,
really
you were
not
heading
thinking
out.
about
Yeah,
anything.
Yeah, you
you're
really
just like,
weren't.
did I pack enough? Sure.
Yeah.
So I got to ask this, and not to get anyone in trouble. So don't answer if it's going to get you in trouble. But like, I think guys, when you move it to like golf is about the mental side. Like, I think there was a long time for me that golf was more than just mental. Like, it was something I was trying to get better at. Casey kind of understood that, but I was out practicing a lot. So like, I'd play and I'd come right home. I never really stayed for a post-round drink, and I was never really that guy. I like to say we have 3 holes left when really we're done, just so I could buy 30 minutes of a post-round drink. Like, I've always been, but I'm pretty honest with her. But like now, like we'll go play and I'll text her, be like, hey, like we're gonna stay for a drink. You're okay with that? And she'll say yes or no, and we'll go on. So like, do y'all text and say, hey, we're gonna stay, or ask, or anything like that?
I do. It's not really an ask. It's more of like, hey, me and Alex are having a good time. Just gonna hang out here a little bit, and then I'll head home. Um, but it's kind of I'm pretty good about having her like hang out with her friends because I know it is good for like that whole community aspect to be able to talk to people that you like, um and she knows that we're now getting really busy with work, that it is needed, just to have some guy time and just kind of being out and about. So I like to say we're pretty understanding of just, hey, don't do this all the time, and once in a while it doesn't hurt. If it was every day though, or every weekend, then that might be a different story.
Like for me, it's like doesn't happen very often. I mean, I'll go out, like I'll call them, just like play quick nine or whatever, stuff like that. It's obviously okay. I'm gonna go play, be home, projected about this time. It's never a big deal. But I've also played years with not needing or ever having a habit of doing post round drinks because I've always been solo for primarily most of it. So kind of like it's kind of lame. But need to check in or ask permission. It's more like just a heads up, like you said, Mark. Like, hey, by the way, I'm gonna grab some food. I'll be home a little bit. Or she's actually just super encouraged. She's like, since we don't do it that often, she's like, stay for dinner, go hang out. Like Shelby's real good about just like, hey, you're out. I got miles. Just take your time. Just let me know when you're gonna be home.
Yeah, I like to call it a courtesy notification. Like, yeah, you're not asking permission. You're just like giving them a courtesy. Hey, this is what I'd like to do, unless you have any big objections. But yeah, I think it's the same. Like, it's just that comes down to the trusting on all sides of it. Like, they trust that you're telling them, hey, I want to do this because it's part of the mental health routine of what golf is. Like, that's the final chapter. Yeah, we get there, we warm up, we complain that we're going to go play golf in 104-degree heat. We play golf in 104-degree heat, and then we recap the round with some beverages afterwards and
Nonsense.
And then we
It's
leave.
like probably like 110, 115 total when we were out there.
Yeah.
It was brutal.
It was warm.
But yeah, it's a kind of like I'm like, to be fair, equal exchange, like Marcus said. It's just like, all right, go have girls' time, go get a pedicure, manicure, go like somewhere, go do something, treat yourself, relax, just escape. So I'm not opposed to giving her that freedom at all. I'm just more of a kind of OCD type A. Just like, hey, just make sure it's on the calendar so I could see it, or we have it marked so I can make plans and we can adjust around it. But yeah, I'm all for that equal escape, get a break type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you definitely have to be encouraging both ways, I guess. And speaking of the encouraging side of it, like when I think the biggest problem, going back to like who you're playing with, is I gravitate to people that cheer louder for someone else than themselves. Like, I like to think that I'm one of those people. Like, I'm going to cheer for your great shot more than I'm going to cheer for my great shot. I like to see your great shot. So I don't, it's for me, I guess, because I am typically on the better side of a golf group, that can almost come off as like disingenuous. Like, well, you're just telling me good shot because you think it's really not a good shot and you're just trying to be nice. And it's hard. Like you have to learn.
You know, I feel like that happens to me a lot. Nice shot. Dude, I'm 40 feet from the pin.
No, I just keep my mouth shut when y'all hit a good shot.
Jason, you're pin high. All right, buddy.
Okay. I'm pin high. I'm pin high.
I was pin high. On every single one of those, I was pin high. It's a fact. You just got to turn your perspective.
Exactly. It's positivity right there.
Hey, and Andrew said it. He goes, you know what? It's a positive outlook. I'm all for it. If a PGA Pro can be all for it, then, I think it's worth something.
I was going to ask y'all before I went on vacation. So I think there was like maybe 1 or 2 golf courses out where I went. And I mean, I wasn't prepared to play golf or anything, but if you see somewhere, do you just kind of spontaneously try to go play? Like if it's you and your significant other, your wife, do you have that gut feeling to, hey, let's go play real quick because I want to spend some time with you, or other things, I guess, are more appealing, I guess?
It's a great question. I'm 50-50 probably. Like it really just like when we went to Seattle, I played Chambers Bay and Casey came and walked with me. But like when we went to Spain, she asked me, she was like, do you want to play while we're over there? Like it's another country. Like I'm sure that's something you would really like to do. And I appreciated her thinking about that. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to. But the more I thought about it, I was like, nah, like I didn't want to take my clubs for one round. Mm-hmm. And I'm just also the kind of person like, if I'm going to play, I want to play it the right way. So I'm not going to rent clubs. Mm-hmm. But I was like, if I'm not going to bring my clubs and I'm not really going to enjoy it, like I'd rather just do something else that both of us will enjoy, not just me. Mm-hmm. So I think for me, like it truly just depends. Like 1, do I want to bring my clubs? 2, is the course so enticing that it's worth me taking time away from our vacation, even if she comes with me, because she's coming just to be with me. Mm-hmm. That doesn't mean she wants to come.
Yeah, it varies. Like Shelby's asked, she's like, do you want to play when we go out? And I was like, no, because I'm kind of like Alex on the same mindset. I'm just really don't want to mess renting the clubs because it's going to cost the same, if not more, than to bring them. And you want to play it right. You want to play it well, and you want to play it with your stuff. So it's kind of like, nah, I really don't want to. Like, I'd rather spend time, like, especially if we're there only for a short time. Like, if we were there longer, then that'd definitely be a discussion before we go. But it would be nothing of, hey, we're here. Oh, by the way, oh my gosh, there's a course there type thing. Like, I would never do that.
Yeah. Well, that's a good point, because we went to Mexico, I think 2 years ago with her family, and I considered going and playing. Like, hey, y'all can just hang by the pool, do whatever. I'm gonna go play, and I'll meet up, because I can't just do a pool resort thing 5 straight days. Like I get tired of it.
Well, I get tired of World Springs. I'm like, okay, I'm good after like 4 soaks. I'm like,
yeah. So I was like, I thought about playing, and then I was like, no, it's not. Like it's not worth it. It's not worth the $300-400 to go do it. It's not like we're here with family. Let's just spend family time.
Yeah, that's kind of, so I briefly thought about it, but just partly because she had brought it up, which was good, thinking about me. But yeah, we're only going to be there a couple of days. So we decided to do a mud bath and other memorable things.
Yeah, I've done that before.
Yeah.
Feels weird.
Yeah. I do have to say, if I ever do go to Japan, I do want to play. Yes,
I'm
I
so
want
into
that
Japan.
whole experience.
There are certainly
You guys
places
never
that
responded
like,
to that TikTok I sent you.
Yeah, because I was waiting to talk about it here, Jason.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, that's why I brought it up.
If we're going that far, we're definitely playing.
Yeah,
I just didn't even watch it. So
yeah. It's honesty in the friend group.
You need to watch it because they do it so different over
Dude,
there.
It is so nice.
yeah,
in
you
Japan.
stop and have like lunch, like post round. I
Yeah.
want to do it. But no, you're 100% correct. Like there's places like that like if I'm going, I'm sorry, but if I'm going to England or Scotland, I'm playing golf.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't care if we're there for 3 days or one. I'm going to find a golf course and I'm going to play in England or Scotland or Ireland. Like there are certain places that if we're going to, I'm going to play.
Shoot, when we were in Italy, I was thinking about too. We need to do a guys trip over here with golf. Either like one country or we tour a bunch of places.
I've thought about the touring thing. So for my 40th, and I've always said this, I want to go do like Ireland or Scotland golf for my 40th. Like get a group of guys, let's all go. Because there's a bunch of us that are turning. I mean, Marcus is in that group. There's a bunch of us that all turned 40 within a 1 year span. So it's like we could all go for our 40th. And some of us might be 40. Some of us might still be 39, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Let's just all go. And I've thought about like doing the backpacking Europe style golf too. Like go find a course in 4 or 5 countries, go play, catch the train. But the logistics of that would be a freaking nightmare.
Yeah.
Like that would be a pain in the butt with all of us having carry
say in
on plus a
Scotland.
golf bag.
Yeah.
Just pick one place.
Yeah. Let's say in Scotland. I'm good with that.
There's a place in Portugal too that has like a ton of golf courses around it that I'm like, okay, that'd be kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's like when you start getting into the guys trips too, like that's so much more of the mental than it is the golf. Like those are fun to do. But I'll tell you, like my mindset, I guess is because I've done the guys trips and I've played a lot of nice courses. Is this life stage, like I struggle to justify the money.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm supposed to go on that trip in September. Granted, I might have an easy out because I have a contract with the Premier Lacrosse League anyways. That's supposed to happen on that same weekend. So if they sign that contract, like no way I'm going because it's the difference of making money or spending money for me. But it's one of those like, it's like, yeah, I kind of want to go. Like it's good friend bonding and golf, but at the same time, like, do I really want to dump $1,500, $2,000 on something just for myself? Like, not really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
growing up
just a little bit, just a little bit. But yeah, I agree. I think like when I was searching up places just to do like a guys trip at locations, and it actually brought up what you said. It's like, well, do you want to do the trek across multiple places and hit iconic courses, or do you want to just relax some? And then especially if like the wives came, it's like, okay, you can have a base at a resort, and then there's like you said, Portugal, there's like 3 to 5 or wherever courses all within like an hour of the resort, so the girls can stay, enjoy, relax, and we go out for the day and come back and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, something to look into.
Yeah, and Casey and I have talked about that too. Is like we all just go and like it's a hop, skip, and a jump, right? Like you could go to Italy while we're in Ireland or England playing golf, and then we could just meet somewhere for 2 or 3 days after and make it a couples trip on the back end of the whatever the trip is, right? So there's ways to do that too, but again, it just comes down to like that mental side of what do you want. Like it's just I think your priorities start to change as you get older. Like,
oh, definitely. And speaking of which, real quick, it reminded me when you said, Italy, France, whatever, hop, skip, and a jump. Maddie's roommate from college who joined us in Italy, it only cost her like £40 to fly from Scotland to Italy.
Yeah,
and then maybe like some similar. I think she had a different flight on the way back, but it was like total like 100 something pounds for her to go from Italy to Scotland. I'm like, golly.
Casey and I went Madrid to Barcelona, Barcelona to Porto, Porto to Madrid. So 6 flights total for like $400.
Yeah.
Once we were
It's
over there.
insane
It
cheap.
cost us what, 2 times that per person to get to Europe in general.
Dude, it costs that much for us just to get to California from here.
It's insane. So no, I don't know. But yeah, that's a long way of answering your question, Marcus, on do we try to play golf on vacations, but I don't. Not anymore.
No. Not unless it's a pre-planned, hey, I'm going to go play.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
I mean, courses are beautiful down there for sure, but yeah. Maybe one day.
The cost of golf is the bigger problem too. Like we've talked about that to nauseum here. Like it's hard to justify that spend for not a premium course. Like I'll pay $500 to go play St. Andrews, which I don't think it is that much. I don't even know how much it is, but I would pay.
I don't even think it is that much.
I'd pay $1,000 to play it. Like it's the home of golf. Like you have to do that.
But would you pay that amount to play Pebble Beach?
Because
Shelby and I looked into Pebble for my 50th, and it's better to stay at one of the resorts or the hotel to get a tee time, and it was going to be like thousands. Well, because that includes the room, but I'm like, no.
I can't say I would do that to play Pebble. I don't like it. Pebble is an amazing course, but doesn't have the history that St. Andrews has.
Peak season, St. Andrews, $455 US.
There you go. $500. That was close.
Or you could play in the winter for $160.
What do they define as their winter?
Doesn't it snow 1st? There?
Yeah, through March 31st.
How do you find your ball if it snows?
I don't know. It just says low season, November 1st to March 31st.
How much snow do they actually get on the coast?
You need to go on November 1st. Like the day that it switches, that's when you need to go.
Yeah. Sorry, kids. I'm taking about a week off. I'm going to Scotland.
Yeah.
Hey,
it would suck though.
That's the one trip that I'm okay with doing, and like spending time away from the family and spending the money to do it. Like 40th birthday to the UK. I would do that.
If you do a Scotland trip, and you're obviously your intent is to play golf because that's part of your whole birthday celebration. But when you're out there, would you make sure you make time to actually see some of the major historical components, or is it all about just golf?
That's a great question too.
I'm going to the golf. Sorry, I'm answering this for you, Alex. I'm going to the golf course and I'm going to the pub. And then someone's going to have to drag me out of there. And then we're going to go to bed. And then we're going to go to the next golf course.
I think the problem is like when I think about this and why I say it's a good question is like, I think my heart is where Marcus just said, like 36 holes, drink, sleep, rinse and repeat. But my brain is a lot smarter than my heart, and my brain knows that my body can't do that. So my brain's like, no, it probably makes sense to play like 1 round a day, have a drink, maybe go do some sightseeing, touring type stuff that evening, and then rinse and repeat. Just for or play 36, take a day off, play 36, take a day off, for the longevity of making it the full, week or 10 days that we're there.
Yeah. I would rather do 18 pub, 18 the next day, pub, 18 the next day, pub, and then somehow get home. I can't do 36 in one day. That's where I draw the line. Well, I mean, I can, but not consecutively.
So you're just going to play 18 holes and drink the entire rest of the day?
I'm going to make some friends. I don't know.
Oh, you'll definitely make friends.
Yeah. Probably make some friends.
No, I definitely could only do 18. Drink some, but again, brain, how often am I going to make a trek over there to do something like this? So I want to take full advantage and make the most of it and not just make it strictly golf. That's where my brain would go.
I mean,
definitely get enough rounds.
There's that much history in Scotland. Like,
I mean,
it's Braveheart. We've all seen the movie.
And I'll probably go to the oldest pub in Scotland too. So there's my history.
No, there is. No, there's a lot that I would like to do in Scotland. I jest, right? There's a lot. Like, I would love to do the distillery tours and go to, which one is the big one there?
Lagavulin?
No.
Lagavulin or whatever it's called. Yeah.
Glen.
I only know because I just watched Parks and Rec. McKellen's?
Yeah, that's one of them.
What's it begins with a G.
Well, there's Glenlivet and Glen something.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, I would love to do the distillery tours. Like, and I'm not really even a bourbon or scotch drinker anymore. I'm tequila and vodka. But like, I would still like to go do those things.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm with you. Like, I would like to do stuff while I'm over there, not just golf.
Yeah. I mean, I would definitely do a distillery tour. We did ours in Barbados, where Rome was kind of founded in a sense. And damn, that was good.
See, and when you talk about doing stuff like that, like, I would specifically key things that I know Casey wouldn't want to do. Like, she doesn't drink whiskey. Like, spending money for a distillery tour is a waste of money because she's not going to drink any of it. She doesn't care about any of it. But if I told her, hey, we're going to go do a wine tour because we're playing golf in Italy, I'd probably get the locks changed on me. Like, so no, I'd absolutely want to do things. I would want to structure it like, you're there, you get enough golf. If you're there for 10 days, we play at least 5, maybe 6 rounds. And that's like one a day, essentially, maybe one day with 2 rounds. And then the other parts of the day, you go drink or you go to a distillery tour, or, you know.
Especially if it's like a travel day, maybe travel to the distillery, do the tour, and then end up where you're supposed to end up.
Well, that'd be the perfect thing. Like, play that morning, travel, tour, dinner, then play the next morning. I mean, Scotland's not a big country. I can't imagine it's more than a couple hour drive, if that.
No idea. I think it can't be big, but they don't have the same road system, so it may take a little longer depending on your locations.
I don't know. Isn't there like a organization that can plan this for us?
Yeah, they
should be.
Is it like was it Peter Finch or Rick Shields? I saw it recently. They've got a sponsorship or something, or an agreement. Someone's doing it. Yeah, it's like a golf trip thing, but I think it's strictly golf. So if you wanted to set up other things, I don't know if they do that.
Yeah, I don't know. So, but no, you're right. But that's like the one golf trip that like I'd be willing to spend the money on, and it would be fun for the mental health. And those trips are always a good time.
I would definitely contact a broker or an agent to do that, especially if there's like weird regulations or something, or processes to play on some of those courses.
Yeah, I know some of them it's really hard to get onto.
It's like 3 or 4 courses around St. Andrews.
Well, St. Andrews alone has 3 courses, right? Because they have the old course, a new course, and one other.
Like, there's literally like a couple that I've seen on the map. Like, when they do majors, it's like something like, let's just say like Royal Lytham or whatever it is like just down the road. So yeah, there are courses grouped together, but I think, is that on the east coast of Scotland, eastern side? And then you got
no clue.
And then you have like the handful on the western side too.
So I'm looking it up here on this one website, and I'm not giving them any free advertising. The agenda: day 1, you play Brora. Day 2, you play Dornick. Day 3, you play Dornick again. Day 4, you play the new course or Jubilee course. Day 5, you play Carnoustie. Day 6, you play the old course. Day 7, you play Kingsbarn. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rounds in essentially 9 days. 8 days.
Sign me up.
Whew.
But it's all like New Course, Jubilee, Carnoustie, St. Andrews, they're all right on top of each other, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So there's
You
only
just
two
start
of
at like
those.
one end and then just kind of work your way up or work your way down.
Well, yeah, I think Royal Dornick is the one that's in the far north. So, anyways, I don't know, but that's
I'm in.
one
Let me
that
know.
we have to start traveling and planning for. Gotta get a head count. all of us guys turning 40.
What would be
Then you
the
got Jason.
ideal head count?
Yeah, because you don't want it super big.
Yeah.
And you also don't want it like so small, and it's like, why do it?
I have found that 8 is the perfect number.
I was
12?
thinking the same thing.
12 gets tough.
Yeah.
Because it's just a lot of courses. Once you hit 12, you're considered a tournament. And I don't know how England works. I'm just saying the US. Like once you hit 12, once you got to get 3 tee times, they consider you a special event. So it costs more to move around with that many people. So and then once you get, like I've done 12 before, once you get to like 16, it's just too many chefs in the kitchen. Like too many people want to do. That's why like when you're going with that many people, like you're strictly saying like, we're playing golf this time. Whatever you do afterwards is on you. Like we're not planning anything as a group. But like when you go with 8 or 12, like you can plan dinners and you could still plan to do a lot of stuff together.
Yeah. I think 8's a good number. 8's a really good number. Even like when you're like, because if you think about it, like even when you get together with family, once you get past like the 10 people threshold, it kind of gets a little, well, I want to do this and I want to do that. And I don't know, feels like we're not all on the same page.
Well, I can tell you that is definitely the case.
Yeah, it gets really hard when you have that many people.
It's like, somebody please step up and take the reins and just, this is what we're doing.
And then 3 people take the reins.
They're like, no, this is what we're doing. No, your way's stupid. No, yours is not logistically smart. Yours doesn't like, oh my. And then they're just like, well, fine, you just do it. Then everyone's got a bad attitude. And then you don't do anything.
Well, and here's the thing, like Jason hit on it earlier. If we're going Scotland, like, yeah, I want to do the castle tours. Like that's just going to happen. I want to see a castle. It's 3 hours and 40 minutes from Dornick to St. Andrews, which looks like to be the most north you can go play golf to pretty much the most south, because it's not that much north of Edinburgh. However they say it.
Edinburgh. Bruh. So
Edinburgh.
Put the bruh in the end.
So now 8 people. So there's 3 of us right here. So we only have room for like 5 more. And I already have like 2 other buddies that turned 40 in that same time span. So really we're down to like 3 other people.
Do I get the senior rate?
Yeah.
No, you actually pay
get
more.
into St. Andrews.
You actually pay more because it's all of our 40th. So you got to cover a birthday round for each of us. It's kind of like when you make a hole in one and you're the one that has to buy drinks for everyone. It's that concept.
Okay, I never understood that. Like, how is that fair?
Don't hit a hole in one. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't know how is that fair. I got to buy drinks for everybody.
Yeah, that's why I don't hit one.
I just can't wait
to hit my hole in one.
But yeah, I purposely avoid the pin on par 3s.
Yes.
Yeah.
When there's groups, yeah. The sad thing is, if we were purposely avoiding it, is when it would happen.
Right. I'm gonna shank it. Hole in one. Dang, I hoselled the crap out of it.
Yeah. So we'll need to start planning this. So yeah, that was a long detour from why we play golf together, and just went straight into also why we take trips together.
Which is why we play golf together.
Full circle.
Yeah, full circle.
What else do y'all have tonight, boys? Any golf news we need to talk about? There really hasn't been anything. It's been kind of bum on the course. I know some rookies won. Jackson Coyven. No, now there's a
then-
big conversation about him potentially being on the President's Cup team now because he's just on a heater.
Bjornsson, he's not a rookie, but is this his first
No.
win? Who won this week? No, I didn't think so. He's young, right?
No, I think he's won one time.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but I think he won because he got on TGL because I think he had one, and they brought him in for one of those guest appearances.
It's funny. We were talking about constraints, and there was another one that I thought of like what last few days while the pros were playing, and I'm just sitting there going like, we talked about, hey, pros probably should not get a ball rollback, but be structurally limited to X equipment to prove their worth. And I was thinking like, man, there was something else I was watching and it popped up and I can't think of it, but it was a good constraint because I think it kind of stemmed from when these guys play whatever tournaments that are at the TPC courses, except for Sawgrass, it seems like they shoot super low.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking like, there's got to be some other constraints or something. And it just popped in my head. I'm like, that'd be a good one. And I just could drop the ball on what it was. But yeah, I think pros need to have a constraint more, like I said, equipment wise, or course is going to be difficult because, they're trying to do what they can, lengthen it and stuff. But it's exciting, but also kind of boring when these guys are going 18, 20, like, I don't know. To me, it seems kind of boring.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about this during the Open Championship recap. Like, it's certainly fun to see a pro go out and shoot a 62, but it's not as fun to see them do that 4 straight days in a row. Like, when you're shooting 8 to 10 under almost every time, I mean, the TPC, Craig Ranch, the CJ Cup, Byron, right? Like, whoever won that was 31 under. Like, through 4 rounds, that's 7-8 under a round. Like, that's not that much fun to watch. Like, it's cool from like a technical perspective. You're like, oh wow, like these guys are really good. But so I'm with you. Like, it's got to be a challenge. They got to have some level of constraints.
Was it like 3 59s in the last 8 days also?
Yeah.
Or something in like within 2 weeks span?
To me, like the happy medium is if your winning score is anywhere from like 8 to 15, because that means they're putting up 2 to 5 under rounds, 2 to 3 under rounds, essentially 2 to 4 under rounds. Like that's fun to watch. You're getting some birdies. You're probably also getting some bogeys. It's not just a birdie fest out there. Speaking of birdie fest, we didn't recap my round at Stonebridge, so I'm gonna do that real quick. So have either of you played Stonebridge? I don't think y'all have.
You and I went out, but that was like,
oh God, forever ago.
And I forget which 2 we played, but it's kind of like Cinnabar or what's it?
Well, they changed them now. It's just course 1, 2, and 3. There's 27 holes, so we played courses 2 and 3. And like every time I've gone back out there since we left the club, it's like we've talked about that scar tissue. Like, you still have that. So I haven't played well at any time I've gone out there. Like, I don't think I've broken 80. So we played, and I was kind of similar to what I was doing at Fields Ranch. I was pulling everything. So my alignment was a little off. Made the turn at, I think, 2 over. I was like, okay, like that's a respectable, like the wheels aren't off the cart. I still have a chance to break 80. We're fine. But then I don't know what switched. Like I said, maybe it was just the guys I was playing with. Like, it was just a good time. Like, we were having fun. We weren't drinking. I just really stopped caring. And I almost drove or got on the green in 2 on hole 19. So it's a par 5. That's semi-reachable. Now they removed a tree. I got to playing my golf, and I got to where I was 4 under on the back. And because I texted y'all, I birdied 2 drivable par 4s, birdied both of those. So I was 3 under there. then it was a par 3 that I got up and down on. So and then we got to a par 5 that I just hammered a draw around. Like I had one, I want to say I had like 160 in on a par 5, but we were playing from the backs. Like it wasn't like I just absolutely pummeled a driver, and it hit the downslope. There's a fairway bunker and hit the backside of that and just shot forward. It probably rolled another 100 yards. And so I was on the green into there. So I ended up birdieing that hole. So I was 4 under, and I had been hitting the driver well. So I was like, hole 18, it's not a birdie hole, but it's like all I need is a par here. I can shoot a great round. I mean, I would have shot a 70, which would have tied my lowest round ever. So I was like, you know what, Alex, you're hitting the driver well. Let's just swing it freely. And man, I knew it in my gut. I was like, this is a mini driver hole all day. It's not a birdie. Getting closer to the hole really isn't going to do anything for me here. Like it's going to be a difference between a 100-yard shot and a 130-yard shot in. Like it's not a big difference. And I absolutely smother hooked it into the houses. Like just, and I had these guys like with me, and they're like, dude, like, why are you not hitting your driver? Like you have pummeled 3 drives now on the back. You've driven 2 greens and you pummeled a driver on 5. Like, why would you not do it? Like, just hit your driver. So I let them talk me into it and ended up double bogeying that hole. Finished 2 over on the back, 1 over overall. So I was 3 over when I made the turn.
Honestly, I don't even blame you for taking out the driver on 18 because you were feeling it.
I was feeling it.
Yeah.
But it would have been nice to like break par, in a year that I have barely put any golf practice into, and even like playing, like I just really haven't done a lot. Like to me, that would like mean I've made it, where I've achieved the goals I want to in golf. Like I'm good even when I don't practice. Like that was like when I picked this up, that was like my goal. I wanted to just be able to go out and shoot sub 80 every round. And I'm kind of there now. So to be able to go out and throw up a 70 with very little practice would have been freaking amazing. Because the only other time I shot 70 was I was literally practicing every day, because it was when I was in between jobs. So I would wake up, I'd go to the range, play 9 holes, go home. Like I was probably putting 5-6 hours a day in on golf during that period. So like to me, it's like, of course you shot a 70. Like you were literally playing every day.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is I need to take a semester off from working so the weather is ideal and just go play golf for 5-6 hours a day.
No, opposite.
Weather was not ideal. This was December, January, February for me. Weather was not ideal. It was cold. I just did it anyways. So, no.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool. I mean, yeah, I know Ben doesn't like the term muscle memory, but I don't know what he calls it, but you've developed it. You've practiced it enough. So it starts becoming second nature, like the pros. Like it just comes more fluidly. You don't have to overthink or process. You just kind of click. Like they say, it's just like riding a bike. You've got the motor skills dialed in enough, and your feels dialed in enough that you can definitely put a round in without having to struggle to kind of find it again.
Yeah, you can fix it too, because like kind of like when we played Fields Ranch, the first 7 holes were not like, I wasn't bad, but I also wasn't good. So it's like, but then you slowly start to dial it in. You're like, okay, it's just a micro adjustment here, and that's exactly how it was there. Like I was pulling the ball. I made a small micro adjustment, and then I just started hitting just perfect little draws, which is a whole new ball game for me too, because I've been hitting fades for the past year. So now I'm hitting draws with everything. It's like, okay, whatever, move on. But
well, I don't know if it's been the lessons or the final lessons kicked in, but I know Ben and I talked. He's like, if you got dialed in for what they've been teaching me, you'll hit draws. And aside from a few weird shots in the last round or 2, most of my shots have all been draws.
Yeah.
Like nice draws, not like the heavy draw. So that's when I'm feeling good. Like when I'm feeling free and swinging, it is a nice baby draw on almost all of my shots. woods all the way down.
Yeah.
So
See, mine, when I know that I'm playing good, and I did this with you on, I think it was hole 12, maybe hole 11 at PGA, or at Fields Ranch. When I could hit, I'm hitting draws as my stock, but when I can hit the cuts on demand is when my game is the best.
yeah.
And I did that on that one hole with you. I was like, hey, I just want to hit a nice soft cut, high cut little 8-iron here. I think it was like a 150 pin. So I was taking like 20 yards off the club and put it on the green. And that's the kind of when, like I said, I think hole 7, I kind of turned it around. But then when we came up to like hole 11, I was like, okay, now I'm dialed in. Like I'm calling my shots and we're good to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's a good feeling when you step up, you got your feel shot, like you just go. But then I'm not there yet, but there's times where I definitely can control sometimes of what I want to do, and seeing that outcome happen it's great.
Yeah. And it all comes back to, are you in the right mental mindset? Like you just, once you get there, it's all good.
Yeah. Well, the biggest thing is whatever your setup is, still commit. Just commit fully and don't think as you're swinging, because that's where I get in trouble. As soon as I start kind of doubt what I'm doing, even in my backswing, my brain starts doubting something, stuff happens.
Yeah. I get it. It's tough. All right, gents. Well, if y'all got nothing else, I got nothing else. I gotta get ready. Tomorrow's baby girl's birthday.
Yes. Happy birthday, Bella.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
So we had breakfast for dinner tonight. We'll have breakfast for breakfast tomorrow. Then I gotta take her to ride her horse. So
fun.
It'll be a good day.
Real quick, I know we're signing off, but how much have you played with your metas? You only showed us the one clip.
That's all I've done.
Oh, okay.
That's all I've done so far. I'll wear them tomorrow when we're out there again. I just haven't done anything. I mean, that's not true. I put them on. I was just to like test them out because they'll translate text. So like I was on my phone and someone's story was in Spanish, so just out of shits and giggles, I was like, "Hey, Meta, translate this for me," and it translated it. I was like, "Oh, that's kind of cool." It's interesting. It's funny. So I had them on my head that same day that because I was wearing them as my sunglasses. So that same day that we rode, we went to the grocery store. Now Casey and I kind of split up. So she called me and I answered it, and I'm like, holding my phone up. I'm like, I can't hear anything. What's going on?
I went to the glasses.
And I looked down at my phone and it was connected to Bluetooth. And I'm like, I don't have my AirPods in. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, shoot. So I put my glasses on and I could hear her. I was like, there you are.
Man, she was hearing the whole thing.
Yeah. I was like, so they're interesting. I think they're cool. Like,
see, I could have used them in Italy. I could have put them on, looked at the grocery store menu, and just been like, translating.
It translates speech too. Like if you say, "Hey, Meta, translate for me," and someone's talking in Spanish, it'll translate for you.
See, should have done it.
Yeah.
I got to find a time machine.
Yeah.
What's nice now too is like I wear blue light filter glasses at work. The Metas have a blue light filter in them. So now like I'll put those on and I have to wear 2 sets of earbuds because I travel like between job sites. So I'll have a set that's connected to my laptop. And so it's like I'm constantly switching out. Like if I get a phone call, I'm like, I gotta put these AirPods in, blah, blah, blah. But now with those glasses, I'll just have the glasses on and put one AirPod or my other earbuds in for my laptop. And if someone calls me, it just goes to my glasses. I can just answer it without taking anything off or on. And I was like, it's kind of a neat little byproduct that I didn't even think about.
Mm-hmm. That is cool. I mean, definitely, my prescription doesn't change so much. It'd definitely be worth looking into.
That's why I thought about getting the prescription ones. But that's why I just didn't do it. It just didn't make sense with how much I don't wear my glasses that much. I hate glasses. But 2, like just the versatility of I can wear them with my lenses. I can wear them outside. I can wear them inside. Doesn't really matter. So,
Oh,
but I
there
will
you
test them out tomorrow. Learning curve with the hat. So maybe flip my hat backwards tomorrow.
Or
so,
just have them down like this and look like
lower the
make
hat.
it look
Maybe
awkward.
Look up a little bit. Don't wear your hat so low on your eyes. No, I'm going to wear them because we also have baseball practice on Wednesday. So I was like, I might wear my baseball practice. The only problem is you have to continually like record because it only does 3K for 3 minutes. I think if you go to 1080, it'll stretch out to like 10 or 15 minutes. But
Is that all the storage space it has, or it only?
no, that's just all it does
through?
at one time.
Oh, okay. So you have to it records, then you have to re-record.
Yeah, I don't know what the buffer time is. I didn't test that, but like it only catches in 3-minute intervals if you want to catch in 3K.
Oh, okay.
So
Interesting.
worth knowing. All right, gents.
Sweet.
Well, good talking. As always, everyone, give us a like and a listen every Wednesday at 7 a.m. Apple, Spotify, YouTube, and Amazon. Everything will be linked in the show notes. All right, boys. Talk to you later.
Have a good day.
See ya.